Today we are diving into a hot topic that sparkled debate among ServiceNow developers, the use of GlideRecord. Yes, you heard me right. Don't use GlideRecord. But before you jump to conclusions, let me clarify. While GlideRecord is incredibly powerful and a staple in our development toolkit, it's not always the right tool for certain jobs. For instance, when you need to check if a user has specific permission to perform any CRUD operations. For example, like can read, can write, or can create or can delete on a particular record. Let's dive into some code example to illustrate this. But before that, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification so you never miss out on our expert tips and tricks. In this code example, we are going to see or we are going to explore GlideRecord Secure. So GlideRecord Secure is one of the class which is inherited from GlideRecord itself. So all the properties or all the functions, helper functions like the add query, the add encoded query or query or next, all the functions which are there in the glide records are already present in glide records secure class since it is inherited from there. And also in this code example, what we are going to do is that we are going to check if a user can read a particular record from an incident table. So we are going to demonstrate how it is achieved by glide record, but because of glide record secure, we can achieve that by using less number of code and how easy it becomes compared to GlideRecord. And that is the reason why I told you not to use GlideRecord for certain situation. And that particular situation, for example, one of the situation is this: when we have to check if a user can create, read or update or delete a particular record. So for that we can use GlideRecord secure since it reduces the number of code. So let's start coding and I'll show you how can we achieve this. So in the glide record, what we do is that var incident gr is equal to new glide record incident. I'll add a query saying incident gr dot add query. I just need a query saying only those records which are active I will pull out. Then I need to query all the records. Then I'll iterate over each record, and after iterating over each record, I need to check if the user who's iterating over this record can read this record or not. And if they can, you need to print it. So for that, I need to add a functionality to check if a user has the ability to read. And for that, GlideRecord gives a helper function called canRead. So and that will write under an if condition. So if incident gr dot can read, and if it can read, then continue, or else the code is going to break here. And if it can read, then print the number of that incident record. So in this way we can check that if a particular user can read a record from a table. So we get the property of can read. And even if a user wants to check if it can write or if it can delete a record, or if it can also, you can say, update a record, but we don't have an update function here, but we can check for the like can read, can write, can create or can delete. And all you need to do is that you just need to chain in with the incident gr like can write. You can see here we also have can read, and can read we have already seen, but we have can create and can delete as well. And see, can read and can write, but for this example we need can read. Okay, so there we go. But in GlideRecord secure, we already, the GlideRecord secure class already has a what you can say, those property or those functions inbuilt to check if a user can read, write or delete, and we do not explicitly need to mention that how we mentioned in line number 10 to 12. So if we want to achieve the same coding record secure, what we're going to do is that we'll initialize a glide record secure class, pointing to the incident table like the one we did above. And as you remember, it inherits all the features. So all the features like add query and query from the GlideRecord class is available here as well. So I'll just copy line number 6 and 7, paste it down. And also we can copy the while loop. Since we remember, if you remember what I told you, it also inherits the next function. It inherits all the functions. So I can just copy from line number 10 to 14, paste it here. I need to change the variable's name. Okay, but you will be thinking, okay, but what is the difference here? The difference here is that if you're using the glide record secure, we don't require the if write the if condition. So the if condition we are writing above is to check that if a particular user can read a record. But as you remember, what I told you just a few seconds back is that the glide record secure automatically checks if a particular user can perform any CRUD operation, that is create, read, write, delete. So what we are going to do is that we just need to remove this if condition, and here you go, you have the code here. So basically what glide record secure does is that it reduces the number of lines of code that you need to write to check if a particular user is have the particular CRUD operations validity, like whether they are allowed to do a perform a certain CRUD operations. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed understanding and learning about Glide Record Secure. If you enjoyed this, please like this video so that it reaches more ServiceNow learners, and more ServiceNow learners understand about Glide Record Secure and can use in their day-to-day activities. Thank you, and see you again sooner.